90-Day Fiancé Season 11. Couples ranked most likely to marry. Hello guys, I am Amelia. Welcome to my channel. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. 90-Day Fiancé Season 11 is in full swing, with all 7 couples on the way to getting married. While some of the couples this season have a good chance of saying yes at the altar, other relationships are already falling apart. Here's our official ranking on the likelihood of the 90-Day Fiancé Season 11 couples getting married. Shekinah Garner and Sarper Guven will almost definitely get married on 90-Day Fiancé Season 11. It would be a huge shock if Shekinah Garner and Sarper Guven don't get married at the end of Season 11. Shekinah and Sarper are the couple fans are most familiar with this season, following their time on 90-Day Fiancé. The other way, Sarker has finally moved with Shekinah to America, where he's adjusted fairly well. The only challenge Shekinah and Sarper are currently facing is the pending approval of Shekinah's daughter Sophie. Shekinah claimed that she can't marry a man her daughter doesn't like, but thankfully Sophie is already beginning to like Sarper. It's evident that Shekinah and Sarper are madly in love and very compatible. Out of all 7 couples, they're definitely the most likely to marry at the end of the season. Stevie Nicole and Mahdi Al-Saadi will most likely get married. Another couple who will likely get married by the end of Season 11 are Stevie Nicole and Mahdi Al-Saadi. Stevie and Mahdi got engaged after spending only 1 week together in person, and the latter has now moved to Mississippi from Iran. Due to the current political tensions between the U.S. and Iran, Mahdi expressed that there's a possibility he may never be able to return home. Mahdi took a big chance moving to the U.S. for Stevie, so it's unlikely either one of them would do anything to jeopardize the relationship. While Stevie and Mahdi have a few cultural differences, there aren't any major problems in their relationship. The two have a lot in common and are clearly madly in love. While Stevie was concerned about Mahdi wanting to push up their wedding, this likely isn't something that would keep her from marrying him. It would be a shock if this couple doesn't tie the knot this season. Jessica Parsons and Juan David Daza will probably get married. Jessica Parsons and Juan David Daza are another returning couple this season. After meeting on a cruise, the couple hit it off and later had a son together. Juan has now joined Jessica and their son along with Jessica's 2 older boys in Wyoming. Despite a huge culture shock, Juan has begun to adjust to his new life. The main issue for Jessica and Juan so far has been loyalty. Before Juan came to the U.S., he physically cheated on Jessica. On the other hand, Jessica emotionally cheated on Juan with her ex. While they were both hurt by the news, Jessica and Juan seem to have forgiven each other as neither were innocent. They haven't had too many other issues, so they will probably get married by the end of the season. Greg Chilak and Joan Khrushchev have a 50-50th chance of getting married right now. Greg Chilak and Joan Khrushchev have a strong connection, but their relationship has challenges. Joan moved to America from Uganda to be with Greg, which forced her to leave behind her family as well as her NGO. While Joan is a very educated and accomplished woman in her career, Greg currently doesn't work. He even turned down a job much to the dismay of Joan. The couple are currently living with Greg's mother Lucille to save money, which has caused a slight rift between them. Recently, Joan told Greg that she plans to head back to Uganda if he doesn't get a job. Joan seems serious about the ultimatum, which caught Greg off guard. If Greg finds a steady job, then he and Joan will definitely get married. If he doesn't, however, their relationship could be in trouble. Mark Bassett and Mina Mack might not make it to the altar. Mark Bassett and Mina Mack are one of the more controversial couples on Season 11. The couple has a 25-year age difference as well as a 2-year-old daughter together. Both of these things have raised red flags for Mark's older daughter, Jordan Bassett, who has openly expressed her concerns about Mina. Family concerns aren't the only problem for this couple, as Mark's past is now making Mina question her relationship with him. An acquaintance of Mark revealed to Mina that he was still talking about his ex when he started talking to her, which rubbed her the wrong way. A lot of issues have come up for Mark and Mina in a short period of time. While they might get married, there's also a chance they could decide to cancel their wedding. Sean Finch and Alia de Batista probably won't get married. Sean Finch and Alia de Batista are a complicated couple who have a lot of obstacles to surpass if they want to make things work. The couple has a 36-year age gap, which has caused several issues on its own. The real problem here, however, is that Sean doesn't want to be with a woman. Sean met Alia when she was Douglas, although she has since had a significant transformation. While this is amazing for Alia, it's caused hesitancy for Sean, who is mourning Douglas while still desiring a male partner. During a conversation with Alia, Sean admitted that he wasn't sure he'd want to get married if it wasn't for the visa situation. This isn't a good sign, as you should never marry someone simply for logistical reasons. Marriage is a commitment, and Alia deserves to be with someone as dedicated as she is. As it stands right now, it would be a shock if Sean and Alia end up saying I do. Matt Glassie, Amani Glassie, and Annie Aguirre are nowhere near ready for marriage. Matt Glassie, Amani Glassie, and Annie Aguirre are the 90-Day Fiancé franchise's first throuple. However, it seems like they may have been cast on the wrong spin-off, as they're the only cast members not actively participating in the K1 process. Instead, Matt and Amani traveled to Mexico to get to know their girlfriend, Annie, on a deeper level. They plan to get a divorce to allow one of them to bring Annie to America on a K1 visa. It seems pretty certain that the throuple won't be having any weddings this season. It also seems likely that they may split, as they are not on the same page with basically anything. Amani has concerns that Annie may like Matt more, as she told her family that Matt's her boyfriend and Amani is just a friend. On the other hand, Annie admitted to Amani that she feels more for her than she does for Matt. Talk about chaotic. I'm rooting for Rob Warren to find love again. These 90-Day Fiancé women could be his perfect match after Sophie Sierra split. Rob Warren has broken up with Sophie Sierra, but I believe he could still find love, especially with some of his 90-Day Fiancé franchise co-stars who are well suited to him. I wasn't a huge fan of Rob when he first appeared on 90-Day Fiancé Season 10. To me, the Los Angeles native seemed too immature for his age and quick to anger. My doubts about Rob and Sophie's relationship grew even more when she revealed that one of the main reasons she entered into a relationship with him was because he was of a mixed race, like her. My opinion of Rob remained consistent during the following season, even after his marriage to Sophie. I believed he was a poor husband and felt that Sophie deserved better. It wasn't until 90 Day, the last resort Season 2, that I realized both Sophie and Rob had their own flaws. I learned that neither of them was solely to blame for the downfall of their marriage. Rob and Sophie weren't well suited to each other, which is why therapy wasn't successful in helping them, ultimately resulting in their breakup at the recommitment ceremony. Ariella Weinberg. Ariella and Rob belong to the same age bracket. Rob may have ended his relationship with Sophie, but he still has the opportunity to form a strong relationship with some of his female co-stars. One such cast member is Ariella Weinberg, who recently separated from her husband, Viniam Schreiber. I believe Rob and Ariella could be well suited to each other because they are closer in age than Sophie. Both Rob and Ariella are in their mid-30s, which allows them to relate to each other better as they both grew up in the United States during the same time period. Although Rob and Ariella clashed during Tell All, I believe that their American background makes them much more compatible. While they may not have grown up in the same region, they are both Americans. As such, they would likely have a better understanding of each other. They have both experienced failed relationships with foreign partners, which could help them relate to each other. In my opinion, Rob and Ariella have great potential as a couple. They are much better suited for each other than they were for their exes. Stephanie Matto. Stephanie and Rob share similar aspirations. While I'm aware that Mayona is currently in a relationship with someone else, it's difficult to ignore the potential compatibility she has with Rob. In the event that she ends her current relationship, Rob could pursue a romantic relationship with her. I believe Rob and Mayona could have a successful future together. Rob could help Mayona expand her business by collaborating with Josh and his modeling agency to promote her ponytails. In return, Mayona could help Rob heal from his breakup with Sophie by showing him the same love and support she displays for her current boyfriend on social media. Anfisa Arkhipchenko. Both Rob and Anfisa are passionate about fitness. There is no denying that Anfisa Arkhipchenko wasn't a good wife to her former husband, Vorjanova. We all saw her chaotic personality on TV, including when she scratched George's car because of her short temper. She also displayed signs of being a gold digger, telling George how she was only with him for his money. However, not many people know that Anfisa has changed since her last appearance on 90 Day Fiancé. The Russian woman has worked hard to build a successful career in fitness and has even become an American citizen. I believe that Anfisa has become a kinder woman than she was before. She has matured, as shown by her more down-to-earth social media posts. While Anfisa and Rob may not have many interests in common, they are both in their 30s and may be able to relate to each other. They are also both attractive fitness enthusiasts, which could strengthen their relationship as they work together at the gym. Following their breakups, both the 90 Day Fiancé cast members have improved as individuals, leading me to believe that they could have a successful relationship with each other.